I'm joined here today by Sporting Director Thomas Mcstravick. Thomas, what led to the decision to part ways with Danny Whitaker after the 4-1 loss to Liversedge?
Yeah, very difficult decision to have to make, obviously so early on in the season. You know, Danny was very well liked at the football club by everybody really, players, staff, and everybody that had contact with him on a day-to-day basis. Danny overseen a lot of really positive changes at the club behind the scenes. You know, a lot of stuff that people wouldn't have seen. So, you know, very thankful and very pleased for a lot of the work that has been done. We've made it very clear that this season is about results on the pitch. We don't have time to wait, really. We need to make sure that we're hitting the ground running this season. And to be honest with you, you know, we're in a position now where, you know, we can really impact on the rest of the season in terms of starting to see an upward trajectory in terms of our performances and results, which is what fans want to see, really.
How has the team responded in the news of Danny's departure?
Obviously very disappointed, very saddened really, which you would expect. Like I said in my previous answer, that he, you know, very well liked guy, but you know, very focused in terms of wanting to put things right. You know, we had a team meeting with the players last night just to outline the way forward really for training this week in preparation for the game on Saturday. And I'm very determined to put it right, and you know, and quite rightly, a few of them have put their hands up, you know, to take some responsibility as well. So, as you would expect with any manager sort of leaving, you know, that's to be expected. But I think, you know, very positive in the fact that they want to really determined to put it right.
What qualities will you be looking for in a new head coach?
Looking for somebody with experience of winning, a winning mentality, a winning drive. Somebody with experience of driving a project as well, but very focused on just first team. You know, like I said, this our absolute immediate priority is results. We're in a results season, so we can't get too far away from what's happening on the pitch with the first team. So somebody who's ready to come in and really drive that is what we're looking for, making an immediate impact in terms of performances on the pitch. Looking at players to bring in to strengthen the squad, because there's a flexibility there to be able to do that. So we want somebody with the right experience in the context to be able to do that, and who's got knowledge of this level and the levels around us, to make sure that we're absolutely giving ourselves the best possible chance to achieve our objective that we set out quite early on in this process. That we want to be challenging and getting promotion this year. That's, you know, that it hasn't changed.
Can you provide any insight into the timeline and process for appointing a new manager?
Yeah, so in terms of a timeline, we want to try and get it done quickly. You know, my phone hasn't stopped since the news broke yesterday afternoon. You know, lots of really strong candidates have came forward. Had some really positive conversations with people. So we're very mindful that we want to do it quickly, but also not to be you know, too quick in making a decision. We've got to be sure, and we've got to get the right person in to really drive it forward, to get the fans on board, to get the fans on side, to get everybody on the same page, and somebody that we can trust to crack on with the first team and get us moving in the right direction. So the process will take as long as it needs to, whether that be 24 hours, 48 hours a week. I'd certainly would anticipate that we would have somebody in place by the time our next home game comes around, and that's a sort of a deadline for us, if you like, but it might be done a lot sooner than that.
How do you see the rest of the season unfolding after the change in leadership?
Look, it's early days. You know, it is early days, and you know, so whoever's coming in has got the opportunity to put their own stamp on it to really take things forward. There's a hell of a lot of football to be played this season, both in cup competitions and in the league. You know, we you know, our objectives haven't changed in that regard, that we want to be really successful this season. So we've got time to be able to do that. Obviously, the quicker we can make the right appointment, then it'll give us every chance to achieve those objectives. So there's no panic on this side in that regard. We're just being proactive and on the front foot and making sure that we're getting the right people in to really help take this project forward.
What's your message to the fans following the decision?
Look, stick with us. I know it's extremely frustrating. I do know that decisions will be made by the club. We'll assess the candidates that have came forward up until this point. I'll put them forward to the board, and decisions will be made as and when we're in a position to do that. We do appreciate the fan support and sticking with us, and let's get behind whoever is in the hot seat moving forward and ready to drive the club forward, because like I say, our ambition and our objectives haven't changed. So let's really get on board with it and trust the process in what we're doing, and look forward to the future.
What are the immediate priorities for the team while the search for a new head coach is underway?
To win, to be prepared for Saturday, obviously. So training this week is important to get in the right mindset and the right frame of mind, to really get us into a place for Saturday where we can go and compete and win, and move forward in that direction.
And how do you plan to ensure the team remains focused and motivated during the transitional period?
Yeah, so James Hanson's going to step up. Carlos is going to step up for training this week, and we'll see what happens with regards to Saturday. They're ready to step in on Saturday if needed, we're looking forward to it.
Thank you, Tom.